Hi, I'm Elizabeth with L&E Research. I'm here to share more about a video curation and speech-to-text analytics solution to help you turn video into a powerful market research tool. Let's learn more about video analytics from our technology partner, LivingLens. Hi, I'm Elizabeth with L&E, and today we'll be talking with one of our technology partners from LivingLens. Our guest speaker for today is Andrew Mitchell, Global Commercial Director at LivingLens. Andrew, let's get into the details of the LivingLens platform.
Hey, thanks very much, Elizabeth. Delighted to be here today. I'm going to take everybody through LivingLens and how we're helping organizations unlock the power of video. As we know, video is a hugely compelling source of data. It is really being used now through not only qualitative research, but also quantitative research. And it is really helping organizations bring research results to life and also to help them really bring that customer to the heart of organizations. We also know that now it's becoming a key asset that senior executives now expect to be able to use and see their customers talking about the issues that are important to them. However, the problem has existed that how do you actually manage and handle all of this video content? Now, how do we create meaningful content? How do we analyze it? How do we find those important key nuggets that customers or consumers have spoken about when it comes to the different research projects or customer experience projects that they are participating in? It's been really, really difficult to be able to manage all of this video, particularly if we're talking about international projects, where we've got respondents across the world talking about, their habits and attitudes. How do we really able to navigate that content, understand it, and translate it, into languages that everybody can understand? And also, typically this video content has been maybe used once. There hasn't been this use of video content for people to be able to go back in and reuse it and search it and understand it. Therefore, the value has been limited. The potential for video is enormous, as we know, and it's hugely valuable as a source of data in its own right. But there's been a real challenge with managing all of that content. And that's really where LivingLens comes into place. So what we're doing is we're really helping organizations to not only gather video content, but also to try and start to extract the data sources out of that video to distill the insights to make it meaningful. And then to analyze that content. So be able to go in and search for what you're interested in, to be able to use analytics to understand that content at a much deeper level, to ultimately to go in and create customer stories that are inspire decisions. One of the things that we think about at LivingLens is the ability to use video, the source of data in its own right. What we think about is each video has in it what people are saying through their speech, but also what people are feeling and also what people are doing. So our strategy is to break a piece of video down into a usable source of data. So we can understand what people say and the sentiment, running text analytics through that content. We can understand the key themes they're speaking about. We can also look at facial recognition, understand the emotion through the face. And also we've just introduced it's a beta at the moment to understand tonal. So what's the tone of the voice telling us about the emotion that somebody is really feeling at that point in time? The other aspects of what people are doing. And as we move forward as an organization, we're going to be bringing in other artificial intelligence capabilities to start to identify key things around objects or logos or activities that people are doing to build up an entire picture of customer and consumer behavior in terms of what people think, what they say, how they feel, and what they're doing. And this is ultimately about really understanding not just quantitative data which gives us metrics or deep dive qualitative research, but it's trying to bring those two together. It's trying to bring qualitative and quantitative research together through the use of video that tells us something different that we don't know. There are an enormous number of use cases that we're now involved in. Lots of different organizations are now utilizing this capability, as I said, whether that be through projects that we're running as part of quantitative studies, embedding video into those, or whether that be through qualitative mobile research, or whether that be the more traditional content that's being captured, still enormous volumes of content as part of focus group content in facility or online. And it's the ability to bring all that together into one single place is really allowing our clients to analyze all of this content and derive enormous value from this video content over and over again. So I think probably the best thing to do next is just give you a very short demonstration to bring this to life for you. So one of our customer success managers, Florence, is just going to take you through a very short demo.
Welcome to LivingLens. This is the client dashboard, which is the first point of entry to your channel. It is a filtered down view of all of the content in your project, and you can customize the featured video tiles to push your favorite content or any highlight reels you've created in the platform. When clicking Explore Media Library, this takes you to the Media Home, where all of the content in your channel sits. There are a number of ways that you can discover your content. This word cloud looks at the frequency of mentions in the transcribed text. It's interactive, and when you click on a word, the relevant content will be shown. Filters are shown here on the left-hand side. These are other pieces of information that relate to your content. In the case of quant projects, there could be other survey responses, or in qual projects, segmentation or demographic data. The selection of filters is reflected in the content shown. When you click on a piece of content, it takes you through to the video view. As the video plays, we move through the transcription. In this example, we are seeing a human transcription, and there's also machine transcription available. If you find something you want to share or is useful and relevant to your project, you can create a clip just by selecting the transcript and then pressing the scissor icon. Now, to explore other ways you can discover your content. Many of our clients have large volumes of content. Our analytics module gives you the tools to understand your content at an aggregated level. The analytics area is fully customizable and an interactive way to visualize your data at an aggregated level, helping you get the most out of your content. It provides a summary of your content data. In this area, you can see sentiment analysis of the transcribed text. This is generated automatically through a text analysis of the overall sentiment in each piece of content. It is clickable, so let's click on positive. Next to the sentiment charts, we've got a key theme word cloud. This word cloud looks at the key themes within your data rather than frequency. Using natural language processing, it identifies the key topics within the content. Further down, you can also see the other advanced search filters displayed in a visual way. You can change the chart type, and again, these are all clickable. So now if we go back to the media library, you can see that we're just looking at the pieces of content that are positive and with the theme that you selected. You've also got the option to export all of the transcripts, and also you can bucket similar themes into groups that you define using our intelligent code frame feature. As new content is then uploaded to the platform, it will automatically be assigned to your groups that you have created. If you are looking for something in particular or want an example to back up other research, the search option is available to get you quickly to the relevant content. The search bar here allows you to search across all of your content. The search works across all languages. This is a non-English video, and I can see the original transcription as well as the translated version. My search criteria is highlighted within the translation, which means I can quickly jump to the part of the video that I'm interested in and make a clip if I wish. Clips and highlight reels that you create can be exported to share offline or published into the media library. The share icon enables you to control exactly which content is visible, so you can keep track of what users of your channel can and can't see. Thank you for watching this demo of the LivingLens platform.
As I said, the use cases for this platform technology are enormous. I wanted to give you just one client example of where we're working, and really start with looking at the challenges that this client faced. So they're a very large consumer products organization. You know, many different brands, many different customers and consumers all around the world. They operate in hundreds of markets, lots of different research projects that have been done all around the world. And what their global brand teams and regional brand teams are trying to do is trying to really understand that customer in that local environment, whether that be understanding their habits and attitudes around uses of a category, the innovation path, in terms of global innovation that would drive into those markets. All of that research, or a lot of that research was done, was capturing video. But they had no way to manage to put all that content into one place and allow their brand teams and marketing teams to be able to access that seamlessly. Therefore, what we have done is we've worked with them seamlessly to bring all of that content together, put it into one place, transcribe, translate it, allow everybody in the organization to be able to search that content, run analytics across it, for them to be able to find those key moments where the customer and the consumer were talking about issues that they face, which allowed their global brand and innovation teams to basically build better propositions in terms of product, but also understand that customer, to be able to adjust and develop marketing materials that were much more relevant for them as an organization. So in summary, if I think about video and the path they're on in terms of the use of video in the research industry is growing enormously. We see that purely from the volumes of video that we are managing. We know that it's a hugely valuable source of data. We know that it delivers 6 times more content than any other type of data source. We also know it's really difficult to manage. LivingLens has broken that down. We've made it really easy and really simple for people now to adopt video across all of their research methodologies. And that's why we're really on a path here to work with organizations to make it possible to ultimately bring that customer to life and really transform how organizations can see, hear, and understand and feel the emotion from their customers when they're talking about the issues or challenges or opportunities that they face. With that, I thank you again for your time today, and I hand back to Elizabeth.
Thanks, Andrew, for sharing this information and overview on LivingLens. We've had a couple questions come in from our audience, so I'm going to read some of those off for you. So the first question is, what is the most common use case for the LivingLens platform?
Great question. So what we do is we actually track all the different use cases. So the big trends we're seeing is really using video as a way to understand the whole process within the innovation process. So whether that be a ideation, concept testing, product testing. Now what organizations are doing is using video across that whole path to really start to build a better picture of what difference the new piece of innovation is going to make to the consumer. So that's a massive trend we're seeing. We're also seeing video being used very widely in customer segmentation. So how to better understand the customer segments, how to better understand how we should be targeting those segments, and understand the language and how those segments talk. customer experience is a very sort of rapidly growing area as well. So adding video to understand customer satisfaction, NPS tracking, etc. Real in the moment understanding the customer segments. Probably the other area is around shopper insights. So understanding that path to purchase, understanding how people are shopping. There are probably the four rapidly growing use case areas, but the core area is still how do we take all of this, focus group content, how do we add more value to that? And that is still an absolutely critical part of what we're doing. And if you combine that content with all of the other content, it gives you such a rich form of insights.
Okay. And then the second question is, how does the language capability work? Specifically, how many languages can you manage?
Oh, great. Yeah, another great question. So we have, we've done projects. We've got content from over 40 countries. We have languages, over 40 languages. We've got the ability to transcribe 40 languages. We do translation of those 40 languages, both on machine translations and human translations. Every single option that anybody would ever want to be able to understand their local customer, we can deliver it. And that really makes this a really powerful platform for global organizations.
Okay. And then our third question here is, what are the different types of organizations that you work with?
Yeah, so we actually partner with many different types of organizations. So we do, obviously our partnership with L&E Research is one example of that, of how we are helping, agencies and other technology providers to really help them deliver additional capabilities to their clients. But we also work with organizations who provide knowledge management platforms. So for example, we are a partner of MarketLogic, who obviously provide many organizations with knowledge management platforms, and we're the video plugin for them. We have partnerships with companies such as Qualtrics and Confirmit, and many other research agencies, but we also work with N brands, and the N brands, they're really using us to create that knowledge hub, that insight hub of the video content. So it's really applicable to any organization.
Great. Well, that's all the time that we have today for questions. I want to thank Andrew for joining us. And if you have any other questions about LivingLens that we didn't get to answer today, or if you'd like to see a free demo of this product, our contact information can be found on this last slide. Thank you again, Andrew, for joining us.
Great. Thanks very much indeed. Thanks.
Exciting technologies to better understand your customer are here, and L&E Research has partnered with the most innovative companies to offer you turnkey solutions to better understanding your customers' needs. If you would like to learn more about our technology offerings or have a study and would like a second opinion on how to incorporate these technologies, call for a free consultation with one of our research design engineers or email us. Thank you for watching L&E Research's webinar series on the latest industry technologies. Have a great day.